Hello and welcome to Stocks Advisor. At our channel, we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. Today, we will talk about Stellar Biotechnologies Incorporated, traded at Nasdaq, ticker name EDSA. Well, EDSA is actually a stock that made today very remarkable move. It made almost 30% window of the trade, but unfortunately, it ended with this very ugly dark candle. Actually, not the only one for this company. It's quite known for those. We also saw a similar situation at the end of July and also in the middle of June, and actually also here in April somewhere. And the reason for that is actually that the company itself, it's a biotech company. It's the way it involves itself in businesses is very smart. So it's involving in very hot topic businesses currently, actually in development of COVID-19 treatments. But the reason for these huge drops and actually kind of stepwise upwards movement of the company, still it's positive, of course. It was still should be. Is because it's a small company. It's only about 75 million market capacity. So for a company of that size, actually, it's very hard to compete with huge pharmas, huge companies, global leaders that are also involved in the similar competition for COVID-19. And therefore, this company can go, EDSA actually can go those huge, enormous volatility levels by going sometimes 2-3 times up and then actually down during one-day trade session. And usually this happens after these big trade sessions. Well, some major decline, just inertia go down takes place until the price reconfirms. And then we can think of further action. So first, let's understand why this happened. First, the upwards movement, of course. It happened because the company informed that it got a clearance to start its clinical trials for its COVID treatment drugs, and it's now actually entering to those hospital stages on hospital levels with patients, etc. And of course, this news is also, it's not just positive news, a new drug or new treatment possibly being accepted later, but it is also very socially sensitive news. Therefore, the price really went high immediately from the opening. But then the question was, okay, we have this information. What could happen then? Just at that price we started, can the company do it actually? Well, and then if you think of how much it costs to do such things and given time limitations, efforts it needs, you understand that probably for 75 million market capacity company, it's not really possible. And well, it's possible, but I mean, it will require a lot of funds, a lot of efforts. Therefore, the company could lose its current finances, current investments are needed. So currently the decrease of cash flow, decrease of operational money, maybe acquisition of extra funds will be required for the company. Therefore, so the first reaction was of those, let's say, just traders, and the second pullback and quickly taking profits was from those who understand actually that there is something behind the news that should happen first, and therefore it's still not there. And that's why I call kind of pump and dump situation, but news based happened. Sorry for those who entered at around about 10. So now the question is where it's going to go and to which levels. Well, as it also happened before, it will just go until the next support levels. And because the news is overall positive, if company will not inform about any kind of dilutions in order to, or not actually dilutions, but offerings in order to, acquire extra money for further research, the price should in general be kind of stable, but we need to see some technical things here that's coming. So, okay, ending with this preamble, let's start the technical analysis. First of all, today maximum was coinciding with previous maximums actually, and has shown a very clear top channel formation, like a negative decline channel, which is very difficult to pierce up, and this is like C1 channel 1 level, which will probably just block the price action. And the interesting thing is that although this positive news came, and indeed volume wise it was very significantly higher than in general, it was not that huge volume like it was on previous similar news, for example 3 months ago, or in the beginning of June. There the volumes are incomparably high, and they also of course shoot the price very high in that sense. We were extremely overbought RSI wise. So today, if you look RSI wise, the price barely moved with respect to RSI, and this could be also of course seen by the volumes. So technically the pressure did not really change here, so you cannot say we have some any positive or negative huge pressure. If you look at the MACD in the same moment, you see that after having the fake false positive movement wave, we immediately went again to negative area, of course creating positive pressure. Today maybe it was released, so tomorrow or during the next week we will might again having this jump, not nice movement, but jump to positive area and then probably going to negative to create another positive pressure. Similarly, like it was in other these ugly dark candles situations. For example, the beginning of August, you can see MACD action, and also in the mid of June. So similar might happen here as well. And as I said, if you would consider entry points, they should take place at, of course, at some reasonable resist lines or support lines that will resist towards downwards movement, therefore it's support. So the first one, which is of course one of the strong ones and obvious ones, is this level. Should this level not hold and any other pierce taking place down, well, this would be the second line, of course, clearly seen here of support. And then also moving average 200 will work here additionally as additional support in combination with this line, which is not that strong, but it's more like a volatility level. Then, of course, the very strong levels, should the price not given just in case go down, theoretically this will be extremely strong support levels for this stock. And the reason we think so deeply in supports, because as I said, you need to carry on this serious investigation, so you need a lot of money. And on one side, it's a positive because this news provides a lot of possible profits, but it's also very costly and the success is not given. So we need money for that. Well, they need money for that. Therefore, price could significantly correct because of this fear of people and stockholders. So then this would be S1 line, S2 line, this volatility line V1, let's call it, and then this would be S3 line. So definitely the price action should at least go till S1 line. There some stronger volatility might start, so we would advise to make a first buy somewhere between S1 and S2. From there, the price might return back towards moving average 50. Also, which is important to remember here, that technically wise, without even this spike, the price was overall kind of decelerating, because moving averages 20 and 50, though they were still going upwards, but their second derivatives are already negative, meaning like the price is starting to decelerate. It's still first derivative is positive, so it's going upwards, but it is decelerating. So, and visually you can see this by flattening of moving average 20, meaning like it goes like this and then makes like this. So trying to go down. Similar behavior you can observe, of course, for moving average 50, which just goes like this and also tries to decelerate. And speaking of moving averages, here on the left you see their legends. It's moving average 20, 50, and 200 depicted here with green, blue, and red lines correspondingly. So having said that about moving averages, we know this is more as decelerative behavior. Together with this very strong downwards dark candle, it can shoot price towards some serious correction levels. So this would mean that after buying in the first circle, the second entry point will be all the way below V1 line. So between V1 and S3, it would be the secondary entry, and we always advise to buy with 1 to 2 average down. So these would be the lines. You can still play between S2, V1 like on the volatility. But yeah, it's let's say risk taken up to every person himself. But we would still wait until lower action if it goes there, because then you are more safe with entries. So this is game for EDSA that you can foresee and you can enter. Probably it will start happening in a week or two. So therefore, prepare, take your alerts, place your alerts, yeah, and take your thoughts, chances, and good luck with it. Also, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. This way you will not miss new videos, new interesting discussions that will come later for another US-based stocks. Also, check our previous videos because as you have seen here, we always give advice and technical analysis up to 2 or 5 weeks in advance. So it means that you can watch previous videos and you will be just in time to see what's happening and to have your entries and the trades. Having said that, good luck with EDSA and thank you for watching.